Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
There will be a throw-in. Shot at goal! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he get on the end of this? Portugal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Chiellini. Threads one in. That looks a cracking ball. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been cleared. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Sorloth clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Haaland. Always onto this. And the pass is intercepted. He's in a great position here. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And no, that was never going to make it. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. There's the shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Mbappe! He might be in here! Real chance! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Bangladesh restore parity. There could be trouble here. Shoots! And that's a good finish. And the comeback is complete. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he...
And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Down to business again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Roberto Carlos. Oh no, this doesn't... Takes a shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Quite a game, this. Stoichkov. Big chance! Stoichkov!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always...
Ah, he's given it away! Denilson! Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. And he shoots! And a neat finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Substitution for Portugal, number 23, Rafael van der Vaart. Coming on to replace him is...
So we have movement
15,
on both benches.
Neymar.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's gone for a throw-in. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's picked his way through. Priol clears without hesitation. Good ball, good take. And he's taking no chances there. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
This might... And Berbatov! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, Stu! That is some save from Khan!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 5 minutes at a time.
He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's a good ball. And the shot! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
The goal scorer for Portugal.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And that's it. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And a quick
Stoichkov
reminder today,
taking
please
in the
take all
accolades,
visitors
having
to
been...
the-
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Japan against Portugal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? And this is Rooney. It's Rooney! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. This looks promising. And the through ball. Oh, crack. Tries a shot! Goal! Japan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's definitely not his best. He's got away.
Such good technique.
Aimed at the far side. Header! It's hit the upright. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, it's come loose. And that was very necessary. Cross flung in towards the middle. Aimed beyond the defence. Lofted in. Off the post.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. And this is Stoichkov. Oh, he's bustling. Stoichkov! And he's heaved it away.
Park Ji-sung really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's picked his way through. Oh, look at the space here. And there's a goal. But that is not going to count.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Shapes to shoot! And he's gone looking for safety. Bellingham. Oh, red. Nice interception.
Portugal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Good ball, good take. No, that's been intercepted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. Bellingham, oh, shooting chance!
Have been indicated.
This time, surely! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he stuck it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Japan.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's miss. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Japan, number 9, Kylian Mbappe. Coming on the field is...
So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Chiellini wins the duel this time. Serginho. Portugal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Japan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers and...
Ah, he's given it away! Rijkaard threads one in, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams. Oh, that is our big chance! Oh, it rattles the bar! Serginho gets it away. Quality ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he plays one through. And he's lost his man here! That's going wide left. And he can thump it away. They get a throw in. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. They're back on the ball again, and this is Neymar. He's being urged to shoot. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to pass it through. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pirlo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And he's whipped it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. He's looking wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Cristiano shot a goal! And no mistake! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Van Dijk. Pirlo. Looking to play him in.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
And it's been hooked away. Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. And this is Rooney. Spread neatly. Chiellini. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Hello, everyone. This is
So
the
there it
moment
is.
you've all
What
been
struck you
waiting
most
for.
about that?
The
Well,
time to
Peter,
pick out
this was...
today-
So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could...
And Poch-Song! It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And a chance! And that's a tidy finish. Right back in the game. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. It's run loose here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, perfectly measured that. Diouf is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Looking for the run. That's a throw. Cleared without hesitation. Adams short changes him with that pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Gerrard! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Chiellini coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Chiellini. Great vision. Well, that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is well cleared. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
2 added minutes.
And here's De Bruyne. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. That is a crunching tackle. That's it, 45 minutes up. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Portugal are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, El Hadj Diouf. Number 23, Kevin De Bruyne. Number 19, Sergio
We'll get things going again.
Coming on the field. Number 9.
And he's managed to get... And Park Ji-sung! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
After 47 minutes.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Park Ji-sung!
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
He won't be happy with that one. Now then, the ball's come loose. Chance! Harmlessly behind.
Thun really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Belletti. Park Ji-sung chasing after it. And this is from Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And they're back on the ball again. Cristiano Ronaldo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're quick to get it back. And this is Park Ji-sung. And they've got rid. Albert Ferrer. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Into the last quarter of an hour. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Knocks it into Cristiano Ronaldo! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
The goal scorer for Portugal.
And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Number 21.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise. Dead-eye act. Big chance! Neymar! One of a type. He's brilliant. That is a gem, an absolute gem. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
So could they be onto something here? Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's come loose. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Mateus. Belletti. 4 added minutes on the board. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, Red, nice interception. No way through. Looking to play him in. And it's been hooked away. And we're done. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who can make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes, he was a bit special.
And a few doubts about him.
Takes a shot! Missed by a fraction. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a...
And the finish! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about
it. Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's put paid to the danger. Portugal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Van Basten. Busquets. Threads one in. Oh, that looks... Oh, he's all alone! Now Costa Curta. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And Stoichkov! Stoichkov! Oh, wonderful! He's got himself an absolute pinch. And they're threatening to fly away here. You just know there is no stopping that.
think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van der Vaart, it's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Park Ji-sung. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Great ball if he can get there. Adams. De Bruyne. Pass is just off target. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. Busquets. Tries to pass it through. No way through there. Can he get it through? Park Ji-sung! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we get things going again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Costa Curta. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he welcomes it in. A great chance! And it's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Khan clears. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costa Curta with the clearance. Batistuta. Rijkaard. Batistuta in acres of space out wide. Pass somewhat off target. White. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Half an hour gone in the second half. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another. And De Bruyne! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. So now the difference is 3. Now it's Messi. Triol spots it and intercepts. Van der Vaart. Rijkaard. Akanji cuts it out. This is a promising build-up. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! And a neat finish! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
The goal scorer for
A
Barcelona.
horrible blip, a horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona may be down,
There will
but
be 3
not
minutes
out just
added on.
yet. Played into space. Madueke. Van Basten. Brilliantly cut out. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Again, Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here.
De Bruyne! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
De Bruyne clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Stood up well to him there. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. It's a goal kick. He won't be happy with that one. Van Dijk. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Puyol. Edmilson. That's going wide left. Looking for the far post. Messi! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
No, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took up...
And De Bruyne! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chiellini. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. It's come to nothing. And he's there to get it away. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Rijkaard. Really fierce, close defending. Lampard. Now it's Messi. Del Piero. He's found a way through. Now it's Messi. Messi with a beautifully timed run.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Xavi Alonso. Cucurella. Flings it across. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Portugal, number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So off we go again.
Field is number 9.
So the first half brought no goals. Pass somewhat off target. Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Lampard gets across to intercept that. Now it's Del Piero. Serginho spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Owen is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Knocks it into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, there's the clearance. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Ball in towards the mid. He's rising!
Substitution for Brazil, number 22, Michael Owen. Number 11, Xabi Alonso. Number 2, Marc Cucurella. Coming on the field, number 15, Romelu
Tries to
Lukaku.
pass it through.
Number 24.
Messi! And it's in! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Van der Vaart was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Puyol. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And the through ball. Oh, it's Lampard. That ball looks a good one. It's Lukaku! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lukaku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Brazil have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to...
And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How do you look back on the game? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition, and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not a lot we need to say about that. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Aguero. Neymar. He has a look up. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Portugal are looking to go forward now. That is a brilliant interception. Now he's judged, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And he's taking no chances there. Struck first time! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Messi. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the... And a chance! Tried the volley, but no.
Messi really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Right card can get it clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He'll fancy himself from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Messi! Messi! From another planet! A finish of true class!
Goal scorer for Barcelona.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Number 10.
Oh, that is a bit
Messi.
special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that's a key interception. It's a really well-measured ball. Neymar. Conte. Now it's
There will be
Messi.
3
Well,
minutes
that's beautifully
added.
weighted. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here.
The goal scorer for
The
Barcelona.
movement so precise,
Number
the
26.
finish sumptuous.
Sergio
Well, it's an
Aguero.
example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And the whistle goes for half-time.
And now
Well, I
I'd
don't
just
think
like
many
to bring
people
up
saw
our
this coming
family
ahead of
members
kickoff.
who are celebrating their birthdays
So that was the
today.
first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Portugal, number 10, Park Ji-sung. Coming on the field is
So,
number
into the
11,
second half.
Lamine Yamal.
Portugal come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Conte. Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And they win it back again. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Yamal! And it's in! They're back within reach! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it wait.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own!
Goal scorer for Barcelona.
Sumptuous finish, an
After 57
absolute
minutes
joy!
is number 7.
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Goes for a shot! Always going over the top.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. De Bruyne! And a neat finish. And they are right back within touch. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh no, what has happened here? There's the shot! Well, that's another chance! And no mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Portugal may be down, but not out just yet. It's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in. Neymar, and this is Neymar. Adams gets it clear. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Triol, nicely spread.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Nice looking ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Stoich. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And now he has two. And a really good game is... Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
And another try! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And there was his third. And Stoichkov! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive. And that's it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Stoichkov, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Portugal.